Greetings. We're coming to you live today from Blackron, Ohio. Blakfacts Educational Research Incorporated presents more Black Facts just for you. Greetings. We're coming to you live today from Blakfacts TV, bringing you a little more history. Black Facts is all about telling that story of the glory of African Americans right here in Ohio. We're here today talking about a teacher of mine, Miss Shirla McClain, which was her name. Her main claim to fame was writing the story of Blakron's glory. She wrote about the teachers and the preachers. She wrote about the musicians and the politicians. But her story ended in 1975, and ever since then, nobody alive has bothered to continue the story of Blakron's glory. That's what we're here to do today. My name is Kofi Kemet. I'm here to share a few facts with you today that we've learned over the past 10 years putting together our Ohio's Black Athletes Project. Now, during that time, we have discovered that there were a number of people who came out of the Akron area. Well, actually, they came out of Northeast Ohio, but particularly Akron, over the past 100 years, and were quite well known locally, but also had a global impact. So this project is a local project with global impact. So today, one of our first featured athletes we'd like to talk about is Mr. Paul Robeson. As you can see here, Mr. Robeson was a beast. We call him the Beast from the East. This man was not only a top flight athlete back in his day, but he was also a scholar, a gentleman and a scholar. As a matter of fact, he earned 15 letters in high school, 15 in college. He went on to be valedictorian of his high school class as well as his college class, in spite of the fact that he was the only black person at Rutgers College at the time that he was in school there. Now, he was born in 1898, and ever since then it's always been known that he was really great. Now, of course, he's at this time he's deceased, so he's somewhat late, but he's still great. Now, his connection with Akron is a brief one, for sure. But he did come to Akron in 1921 in order to play on the first NFL championship team, the Akron Pros. Now, this team was led by a brother named Fritz Pollard, who was also an African American. He was the first African American head coach. He was also the first African American quarterback in the NFL, and actually led the first NFL team to a championship right here in Blackron, Ohio. Yes, that's right. We're talking about Blackron, Ohio today. Funny as it seems, most people only know about LeBron James. There may be a few around who know about Nate the Great, otherwise known as Nate Thurman. Some people know about Gus Johnson. Both of them are NBA Hall of Famers. But little is said about Fritz Pollard and Paul Robeson. Now, Paul Robeson, as I said, he was a beast from the East. At the time he was playing football here in Akron, he was also enrolled at Columbia University in New York City in their law school. And so he was attempting to get a law degree, which he did obtain. But he also was playing professional basketball at the same time. So as you can see, he has earned his nickname, the Beast from the East. Today, we're just giving you a snippet of what is to come, because we will be here talking about quite a few stories of a number of people including people like Moses Fleetwood Walker. Yes, the man's name was Fleetwood. That's his birth name, not a nickname. But his main claim to fame is that he played Major League ball and and had a hard time getting in the hall. Reason being, obviously, because he was black. In fact, he was so black, they had to draw a color line just to get him out. Once they did, they could leave no doubt that they were all the best, but only because Fleetwood wasn't on the field. When he was, he played at the position of catcher in a time before they had invented the glove, the mask, the helmet, the shin guards, or the chest pad. So, and as a matter of fact, they hadn't even invented the mitt. Yes, that's right. He was catching balls going 90 miles an hour behind the plate without a glove. The man was bad. And that's why we all love Moses Fleetwood Walker today, whose birthday is now recognized by the state of Ohio at the State House, in the legislature. They just recently passed a proclamation honoring Fleetwood Walker, whose birthday is now recognized as an Ohio state holiday. So come October this year, October 7 to be exact, we should all be celebrating this man who was such a great man. They had to draw a color line to keep him and other black players off the field. If it wasn't for him, nobody would even be talking about Jackie Robinson, because there wouldn't have been a need for a Jackie Robinson, because we already would have been playing the game. Matter of fact, baseball would probably be a lot like basketball is today, with a lot of black players on the field. No doubt. So these are just some of the facts we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks. We're going to be bringing you stories of people like Sam Baruti. Sam Baruti, who was one of the was a top flight boxer in his time. He never gained a championship, but mainly that's because he died at the young age of 23 years old. Yes, he died in the ring. I'm sorry to say it was a very, 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 very sad day. Well, I'm sorry to say that's all we have time for today. We will be coming at you again from right here in Blakron, Ohio on Blakfacts TV. We are a non-profit organization dedicated to researching and telling the story of African Americans, primarily from Akron, Ohio, but we do tell stories from people of other parts as well. We're just trying to give you a start into your journey into black history, because for some amount of time, black history has been a mystery. But we plan to lift the veil so you can sail right over the sea of black history. We'll see you next time with another rhyme.